This is Just Between Us Mama's podcast. I'm Amber.
I'm Daisy.
And today we are talking about mom influencers.
Yes, the big question out there. I feel like there's a lot of different opinions out there about mom influencers.
Some good, some not so good.
So, we just kind of wanted to come on and put our thoughts on it. So I think like our first question really is like, what is a mom influencer?
To me, a mom influencer is just someone who's on the platform promoting like motherhood, lifestyle content, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, blogging, TikTok, YouTube. There's so many different ways through social media, and it's just someone who has, I guess, somewhat of an influence in showing their daily lives of their motherhood journey, I guess.
I think you definitely described that perfectly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad. That makes me feel better.
That was off the internet almost. It sounded like you did a good job there.
Thank you.
Amber, I think you're definitely the one who's more of a mom influencer between us. Like, I'm working on it. Like, that's kind of one of my goals, but you're definitely more there than I am. So what made you interested in being a mom influencer?
Well, an ex-friend of mine, no hate, just we're not friends anymore. She was doing it in collabs and stuff, and I thought it was really cool. And you know me, I've always liked taking pictures of Bentley before even then, and always taking cute little pics for my private Instagram, because at the time, long story short, I'm not with my mom, as we all know, and I didn't want her to have any access, but I just ended up blocking her. And if someone sends it to them, then that says what kind of person they are. Besides the point, I thought it was cool, and I really wanted to get into it, and I love creating pictures. I love taking pictures, as you can tell by my personal Instagram feed. It's something that I love to do, and, I thought it'd be cool, to just kind of get into it. It's something I enjoy, and it might sound shallow to people, but I just think it's fun. It really is fun.
It's a fun creative outlook, it's outlook. Gosh, that was not the right word. My brain is not firing on all cylinders today, guys. I'm sorry. No, it's a really nice creative outlet, I think. And it's kind of almost a fun method of scrapbooking. I kind of look at it as sometimes. It's your own personal style. You're putting together your fun pictures that you like, and you get to share it with other people and see other people's, lives the way that they like to present them. And I think it's just fun.
I would consider myself more of a content creator versus a blogger. So going into that, it's just for me, it's all about documenting my motherhood. Bits in my life, and I don't always post just the good things. I mean, I do most of the time, because if they're brand collabs, I've got to and I'll just want to put it out there,
I mean, let's be honest, when you're scrapbooking, you put a picture of your kid melting down in your scrapbook.
I do that once in a while and stuff like that, but it's just, I like documenting my motherhood for myself and for friends and for anyone who wants to join, because it's just, it's something I enjoy, and I like looking back at my feed and being oh, I really I'm so glad I did this. And I know there's a lot of people who feel very indifferent, so we'll just get, I don't think this is one here, but I'm gonna go into it because I saw it recently. Some people are very against putting your child on social media, very against. Maisie, get off of her. She doesn't want to be licked to death.
I know, I pet you. I led you on. I'm sorry.
But I saw it recently on Facebook. I saw a mom share it about she doesn't put she keeps her Instagram private, and it's kind of sad that some kids already have a social media profile, a presence without consenting or anything. And because people want to be mommy bloggers and stuff, and at first I wanted to be you know what, you let people do what you want to do, and that's how I still feel. So because if she listens to this, it's not a stab at you. You don't know why people do it or what they do it, and I get child safety and stuff, and I'm careful about what I post. If I tag an area, I don't tag exactly where I live.
Oh, no,
I tag a broader area, and I don't, usually a lot of times, I don't post stuff the same day I'm there.
Oh no, definitely
I
not.
plan
Yeah.
out my posts, so it's not like super dangerous. And I get the bathtub thing, and I only do things where you can't see anything because stickers can be removed. I know that. It's just, it's all like, and some people who are new, they don't know that. And like, yes, pictures are forever, which I'm cool with being okay. So if some pedo like downloads or screenshots a picture, like, I can't help that. Like, that could happen to anyone. You could have a pedophile on your friends list and you don't know it. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like when people come for like people who put their kids on social media, I just feel like they don't understand. It's just fun for us. And like Bentley, he loves cheesing now. Like,
oh my gosh, Benson's obsessed with doing his pictures. Like he
yeah.
will bring me my camera and be like, Mom, cheese?
Yeah.
Cheese? Pictures?
And like, I don't think, as long as like your kid is like, there's some days Bentley doesn't want to take pictures, but we already had the collab, and I'm like, you got this free toy, buddy. You gotta say cheese.
Yeah.
Like, so I look at it this way.
A few minutes, smile real quick, then you're done.
And then you don't have to worry, and then you can play with your toys all you want. Because like, a lot of times I do it, it's just like for the items. To me, like, I think it's really cool, since I'm a stay-at-home mom, that I can get Bentley a toy from just because a brand likes my feed and wants me to take a picture. Or like some of the home stuff, like my recent collab with My Happy Place Co., my second one with them. Like, how cool is that I can take those forever, and it's like momentum of like where Bentley and like we first lived and the first space we lived. And I think of stuff like that. Like, if I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have had the chance to get these. And you know, like, if I, as a stay-at-home mom, like, if I can have the chance to help make, like, do something, or I hope one day to be big enough that I get, like, oh, I just had my first paid one.
You did,
and, like, doing stuff like that, then, or, like, with Modern and Chic, I get a commission when people buy through my code, or Tubby Talk, same. And it's just, like, even if it's, like, $5 or $6, that's something that helps me feel like I'm contributing a little bit, too. Sorry, that's been a long spiel.
And no, I think that's awesome. Yeah, we just got a collab actually that I was really excited about with one of like those personalized storybooks.
Oh, Navy.
Yeah, and I was so excited. And Benson absolutely loves the book. We did pictures of it, and I actually like just posted them today. And he had so much fun doing like his little pictures, and he loves the book. And it was like,
did you have to do a post?
Yeah, a post and a story.
I only had to do a story.
Oh.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, it was a story and then an in-feed post.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I only had to do a story. and then to send them pictures. I'm like, shit, when I've been seeing you, and then I saw Julianne do a post, and Bernice, and I'm like, wait, was I supposed to do a post? And I'm like, now I gotta go back and look.
I think I was supposed to do a post. Oh.
I knew for story for sure. Okay, let me look them up. You can go on to the next part while I like capture the picture. I'm not
so Amber's actually the one who got me into it, because she was showing me kind of like what she does and like how it's fun, and she gets to like kind of set up her own like aesthetic and put together like this pretty fun feed and take cute pictures. And I was like, oh man, like that looks like fun. I want to try that. And so I started getting into it with her, and I've been really enjoying it. And it's also a platform for me too, or an additional platform for me to talk about like my small business and kind of put that out there more.
Time out. So we just lost our family adventures. We'd love to give you as a gift for that. We expect to get a photo and video story with your kid reading the book. Okay, so I didn't have to do a
I can't
post.
look at mine right now.
I didn't have to do a post. Okay.
Making sure you're not missing that.
I'm like, shit. I'm like,
stuff I didn't have to do. I was like, wait a minute.
I wonder
did
why
I totally misread that?
I wonder why we had such a difference.
I don't know.
It might be because I've been doing it a little bit longer.
Yeah, because I have like a decent amount less followers than you, so that might be why.
But I did a follow loop. So let me just put it out there. If you're thinking about being a mom influencer, don't do the follow loops. They get you because they sound good, and I used to recruit, but I had to have 15 people join a week to like keep my spot. And like once you stop, like I was at 4,500 in May of last year. I stopped doing it because I was like literally having to get so many people join, and not many people like doing them anymore, because like if you're not recruiting, you're not getting a good gain. Like sometimes you do, but like paying for followers is not like my thing. And so I never paid, so that's why I recruited. But literally went all the way down to like 3,800. Just dropping and dropping and dropping, because a lot of times most people unfollow after on these events
because they're just following.
They just want followers.
They're not following because like they like your feed.
No. And like I've met some people through it, like half the girls in our we have a hype chat on Instagram.
We do, yeah.
Where we like comment and stuff, because Instagram algorithm sucks, and especially most of us have done the following, so it's like hurt our feed so much. So like we help. Your Instagram's against it, but whatever, we do it because we want to boost each other's feeds up, and we want more people to see it. We also go in there
and like we ask each other advice and like give each other tips, or like when we find like a really good collab, like we'll share that and stuff like that.
But no, sorry, had to think about that.
Oh, you're fine.
But yeah, no, Daisy got into it after she asked me about it, and I'm like, if you ask me about it, I will gladly help you and tell you, because I got help. I mean, I don't know everything. I'm still learning. I've kind of gotten to the point where I don't have to, like, there would be spurts where I get asked a lot. Like, I'll get emails. Like, I don't have to reach out to as many brands when I first started. Because so the account that I have now, I just made it in October of 2020. So my account just turned a year old this past October. Because I had a private Instagram and I ended up deleting it. And I was like, whatever, I'm going to start fresh and just use this new account since there's more followers anyway. They're right behind you, honey. So that, which sucks though, because speaking of, I can't, so you know how you have that paid partnership option for you? I got that taken away and I don't know why. And I keep requesting to have it back, but it says I have an insufficient amount of followers. Or like engagement or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I have a shit ton.
Yeah. Because I have that option and I have literally under 800 followers.
Yeah, I don't understand. Fuck Instagram.
I don't know.
But not really.
It's a love-hate relationship some days, for sure.
Well, it's like me and, I was telling you earlier, like, there's days where I gain some, and then I fluctuate. Like one day I might be 112, and the next day I'm 106, and then later that same day I'll go back to 112, but I didn't gain anybody. Or, you know what I mean? It's really weird. She doesn't want you bothering him.
Yeah, well, and I think definitely, like, a big thing that I want to put out there about Instagram is, like, don't get discouraged.
Just post what makes you happy.
Yeah, don't feel like you're not posting the right stuff or your life isn't good enough or anything like that. Like, because I used to kind of feel like that, like, God, like, I just must
really? Why?
Yeah, like, when I was just having, like, a hard time kind of getting into it.
Are you comparing?
Yeah, definitely. Like, don't compare. Don't do that. It's, like, just gonna, like, make you sad. Comparison is the thief of joy.
No, I've
like the best thing ever.
We've all been there.
And so now I'm just like,
especially
that's
if you
great.
put a lot
their
of
feed is beautiful, but that's their life. That's their feed. That's their aesthetic. It's not mine. I'm building mine, and it's, you know, beautiful to me because it's something that I like. It's stuff that I like. It's like a visual that I like.
Okay. It's you.
Exactly. So, like, just focus on you. And I mean,
it can be hard though, because if you think about it, like, you could be putting so much work in, and you know someone like taking pictures with your camera, editing with your high-end software and shit, and then you can know someone who's doing just pictures with their iPhone and posting them, and like they get better engagement, and it's hard to be like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm putting way more effort in, because I used to be like that sometimes, but now honestly I'm like, whatever, like, that's good for you. Like, I love what I post and the quality I take to do it, because pretty much my whole feed is except if it's a selfie of me, it's all from my camera. I don't post pictures that aren't with my iPhone unless it's like my story.
I can't take selfies with my phone. My camera's broken.
But it's like pretty much my feed. I like the quality of photo, like, to me. Like, so here's my bio. This is what my bio is. Documenting motherhood and life, posting what makes me happy, or I think that's it. I think I changed it at least recently.
Yeah, and I sometimes post pictures from my phone.
Posting what brings me joy.
Yes,
and I say that because my posts are not going to be for everybody.
Yeah. And
I might post too much for some people, even though I only post twice a week. But like in Instagram world, they want you to post every day.
They do.
And so that's a lot.
Of work. That's so much. I post 3 times a week. And that's like a lot for me sometimes. But I also, like, manage like my business's social media account. I just kind of got into like freelance branding.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to be managing a client's account. Now my dad wants me to help him start his photography business, so I'm going to be managing his account. I manage the account for the this podcast.
Yeah.
So I've got like 5 Instagram accounts going on. So like even posting like once a week for each of those is like a lot.
No, I feel like because I run Connecting Mamas and the Connecting Mamas tag, and then I don't really post much on my photography pages because I haven't like done really much in that. But I have that. Then I have from when I was a hairstylist that account, and then like it's a lot. I get you. It becomes a lot.
It's a lot of
and I have my Instagram for Buddy the Elf. But I don't have to worry about that unless it's Christmas. But no, I feel
you can't just like take 5 seconds to like post and split, you know? Like,
no, because you gotta be engaging.
There's more work that goes into it. You know, you want to take like good photos, edit them, post at the right time.
Or if you do those tag
do
pages.
your hashtags. If you do the tag pages.
Which I honestly would recommend 100%.
The tag pages have actually gotten me a higher, like, meaningful engagement.
We should probably explain what a tag page is.
So a tag page is basically, it's an Instagram page that you tag in your photos, and then when you tag them, you have to go into, they all have like different rules, but usually it's like the previous like 24 hours of
their
tagged photos. So
before you post.
Before you post.
So example would be, I post tomorrow, I'm posting it tomorrow at 10 a.m. I need to like pictures from today at 10 a.m. and forward.
Yes.
Okay.
For their, like, on the tagged portion of their Instagram page. And so that way, now when someone else posts on that page, your photo is going to be in that array of photos that they're all going in and liking.
Yeah.
And I went from getting like 50 likes on a photo to over 300 on one page.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And it's increased, you know, and you're only required to like the photos. You don't have to follow, you don't have to comment, but it's increased my followers and comments because I'm finding
your reach
that
is getting better because
more people are finding my page. Like my follower count has increased by almost 200 since I started that. So it's been doing pretty good.
Shit, yours is doing a lot better than mine. An example would be like, so since I think I show my feed to be a very good example because I did the follow loops. Like I did that and my reach was so low. I was barely getting like 50 to 100 likes per post. And likes don't matter to me, but they do to an extent because brands look at that.
Right.
It's your engagement rate. So having, like I have over 4,000 followers from doing like the follow loops and stuff like that. And with that per se, like it's not good to have that many followers and then none of them being engaging. Okay, honey, mommy is talking. Hold on.
Yeah, because that plays into your engagement rate.
Yes.
So if you have like 50 likes, you know, that's relative to if you have 500 followers or 5,000 followers. That's going to make a difference on how significant those 50 likes are.
Yep, and like, so that's why I like these tag pages, just because it helps. So since my followers refuse because they just follow because of the follow loop, this is helping me get helping the reach that I get. Because the more people who interact with your post, so this is why you always see influencers say you need to stop. We're not going to be ugly.
Comment, like, save, stuff like that. Because that boosts your reach and your engagement rates on Instagram, which can get you more brand deals.
Yeah. And so if you're like me, or someone who doesn't, like their followers aren't reacting because they just follow because of their follow loop, this really helps to get more people. Because like I said, the more you like, comment, save, then the more reach your Instagram's going to push your feed more. Like an example, I'll be honest, I have for some reason I only 160 of my own followers see my post. Okay. Only 160. So if those 160 they decided to scroll by. So because I researched this recently. So say you were looking at my post and you just scrolled by. Instagram's going to take that as you don't like it, so they're not going to push it to more of my followers.
And so if your followers are from follow loops and not really paying attention to your stuff,
and they just scroll by, that's less and less. And so like that, just think about that. For 160 of my 4,000 plus followers, most of them probably have scrolled by and they don't realize how detrimental. Or like, and I tell that to people who I know, who I'm like friends with, like, if you please, like, if you're listening to this, please, if you know someone who does this and you scroll by, even just take the 2 seconds just to like it.
Yeah, just double tap the picture and you'll help them out like a lot.
Because, you know, yeah, you can let her out. Because, like, if you think about, like, not to, like, put pressure on you, but you are hurting someone's reach by doing that if you're just scrolling by. If you don't like their feed, just unfollow them. I'd rather have people who follow me because they, like, now them out of those loops. Like, now any follower that I gain now, I want them to like what I post. You know what I mean? I don't want them just to follow. I mean, unless, like, I run a tag page, and it's, like, helped, and it helps build a community, and, like, I'll gain through that, because, you know, you want to make sure they're following, like, the admin, so you can catch them if they're not following the rules and stuff. But,
well, and if you're interested in finding these tag pages, but you don't really know where to start, like,
you can look at our tags.
Yeah, look at our personal Instagrams are tagged in the podcast bio on our Instagram. And you can go and look at our Instagrams, and you just look at one of our posts, and you just tap it, and you can see who's tagged in it. I'm in Connecting Mama's tag.
She was like, yeah, we can, I love they fit our aesthetic, and so then now, you know, that's personal connections being met, you know? Like, like I said, no hate on the follows if you do them. If you don't stop, you're gonna go to your room. Like, you don't be ugly. You're not gonna throw your tablet at me. Here you go. But, shoot, sorry. I got on the tangent. I know you have this whole script, but, like,
you're fine.
And I was just thinking about that because it really has helped, and I feel like influencers, and I feel like it gets degraded on, you know, doing stuff like that. But what sometimes you gotta do to make sure your feed gets out there, you know? Like I said, like, likes count shouldn't really matter. Like, I don't care if someone likes it. I'm happy if I get, like, 300. Like, you know, with my follower ratio, I'm happy to get that, at least, like, just to get that. And if it stops there, fine, whatever. And, like, I used to struggle a lot if, like, my friends would skip past my posts, and I can see when they scroll past it on my stories when I share my new posts, and I'm like, why do you follow me if you're not going to support your friend? Like, you know, like, and I used to take that as for being liked, but now I've grown a tougher skin since doing this for so long, and I'm like, whatever. I'm like, if I get 300 likes, like, that's great, because then it looks to a brand, like, hey, this looks good, so it helps me get more brand deals. Like, that's the only reason I count on, like, wanting to be at a 300. It looks a lot better, because that's kind of average, likes per se, for someone who has as many followers as I have. Like, that's the only reason I care. Now I'm like, I don't give, like, I was, like, my post yesterday, like, did really good.
It did.
My house stuff has been doing better than my pictures of my kids. It's kind of like, Bentley's cuter than my house stuff. What is going on?
Your house pictures have gotten so good, though. Like, and people love, I think, like, home decor posts and stuff like that. Like, I've been trying to do them. I'm not as good at taking those pictures yet. I'm definitely still working on it, but it's not as easy as it looks. Like, I thought this would be so easy, and I'm like, this shit is hard, man. Like, this is a lot of fucking work.
No, it is. Like, and, like, a lot of my home pictures I've been using for, like, brand collab stuff, but, like, during Christmas and stuff. And, like, my house doesn't change that often, so I don't have that much to, like, show or whatever. Like,
I rearrange my house, like, twice a month.
I want to, but I don't have anything to rearrange with. So I would say we're both mommy lifestyle content creators. Mommy lifestyle, I like, in case anyone wants to know, there's a bigger niche. You can post outfits. You can post your child. You can post meltdowns. You can post food, baking,
crafts.
Literally anything that deals with your lifestyle of your life. And, like, shoot, I'm going to take a post later this week, and it's going to be of my husband and his new truck, just because I'm proud of him and I want to show him off, you know? Or, like, I have a Valentine's Day shoot that I did for myself and then Bentley. Or I have pictures of Bentley baking. I have home decor, like we were talking about earlier. Like, I like motherhood lifestyle because it's literally you're documenting your motherhood and life. That's literally what my niche is. Documenting my motherhood and my life.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people, when they do the influencer stuff, they say you need to post for your audience. I'm like, no, I want to post for me. Like, this sounds terrible, and if you follow me, this is no offense to you, but I'm not posting for you. I'm posting for me and what I like. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
it does.
I hate the whole thing. You need to post what your audience likes, and you need to address your audience constantly. I'm like, no. Like, if they're following me, they should want to follow. Like, it's about me. Like, my Instagram is not about them. It's about me and my life. And I hate the whole thing about you need to be like you, like them. Like, because I don't know if you see those social media accounts where they tell you how to be an influencer, and they're always talking about you need to talk about your audience. I'm like, I feel like as a motherhood person, you can't really make it about them. It's your own experience.
Yeah.
Sorry. We can go back to the script now.
No,
That was my tangent. That was my tangent.
No, you're totally fine. Well, I think what are some good starting tools? Like, personally, I really like Lightroom Mobile. And like, go and find yourself like a good preset on Etsy or Google, like free presets.
Creative Taco has free presets, and I used that until recently. I just bought my first set of presets, and I got 20 for $4 on Etsy.
Yeah, it's not expensive on Etsy. You can spend like literally anywhere from like $1 to $10 depending on what you want, and there are so many options for so many different aesthetics and styles.
Because you change, you can see both of our feeds that we switch. You can tell what was bought and what
I've been having a hard time figuring out where I'm going with this at the moment. I'm having like an identity crisis on Instagram, but I think I'm figuring it out. Like, I'm getting it. I'm being like more me and less what I think
Lightroom Mobile is free, right?
It is, yeah. Yeah, Lightroom Mobile is free, so it's just an app you can use on your phone or tablet. I use Lightroom. Because I use photography, so I bought it because I have the whole Photoshop, Lightroom Classic, so I have the whole thing. So I have the apps too on my phone and on my iPad, so case forever. Yeah. But I think if you have a camera, use a camera. Yeah. Especially if you want to start doing brand collab pics. I would suggest use a camera. Up your quality, for sure.
Because the brand might want to reuse it.
I do sometimes post pictures like from my phone, like if it's a picture that I have that I thought was really cute that I just kind of got by chance.
No, yeah, totally.
Like, I'll post it, but if I'm like setting out to take content pictures, I always use the camera.
Because brands are more likely to reuse it the better quality. I have been featured on several brands' Instagram pages. Like, I've been featured on Tote Savvy. Modern Chic featured me in an email.
They did.
There's a couple. I've been featured on Tote Savvy like all 3 times. They featured all 3 of my pictures. So it's kind of like that. Oh, Bentley, don't touch it. You can have mommy's. Here. Using a camera, setting up a separate email from your own email. Mine is contact Ams Ryan, and whatever brand you want to use.
Yeah, I set up one that's just my Instagram handle at gmail.com. So that way I have one that's totally separate for Instagram, which also kind of adds that extra
sometimes.
And it adds that extra layer of security too. If there's anyone like weird online trying to like figure you out, you want like those kind of layers. That can help protect you.
Because some brands, they won't Instagram DM you. They'll like have their brand, their influencer manager, they'll reach out to you via email. Like, I just got one that's really funny. I would do it if it was in my vibe, but it's not my vibe. I caught it because, they were willing to pay me a vibrator. Like, I literally got an email yesterday about doing a collab for a vibrator, and they were asking my rates for like a reel, post.
Yeah, so they were like offering to pay you for it.
Yeah, and I would totally take that up, but it doesn't fit me. And when I first started, I took any collab. I took almost literally every single collab. I just wanted to get as many collabs as I done, and I got a lot done last year. I had like 10 to 15, and there were some that I had repeats, or they sent me more than one thing. And this year I'm like, if it's not me, I don't want to do it. Like, I was great for my first year to get a bunch of names under my belt, and it helped. So like when you
get the experience and the practice.
Because a lot of people, like certain brands, they'll ask you who you've collabed with, and when you're filling out a collab inquiry document, or like when you make your what's it called? It's a document you send them. a media kit.
Yes.
And so like you'll list all the brands you collab with, and it'll look good, especially like some of them like Shaper Mint. They have like a lot of followers, like they're a big brand, or like Tubby Todd or Modern Chic. They both have like 50K. So it looks better to brands when they see bigger names like that, especially because like Modern Chic and Tubby Todd and them, they all like kind of follow each other.
They do.
So it just looks better. And like, you know, like you could do a collab and you can turn out to get a partnership with them, because when I did with Tubby Todd, they sent me a gift, and then I got asked to be a Tubby Todd mama, and then I also got asked to be part of the Modern Chic. So both of them, like you can get codes or a link. So like Tubby Todd, you get a link, and someone who's new can try them out and they'll give them 10% off. Or like Modern Chics, you can use it anytime. There's no limitations on that. This one's probably going to be a longer episode.
Oh, that's fine. I just had like 5 notifications roll in. I was just checking them real quick.
Modern Chic, they get 20% off, and you can use that anytime. And they do markdown Mondays, which is cool. So if you just saw my post the other day, that bag was only $26.40. Can you believe that?
Not.
I love Modern
Chic.
Chic.
Such a cute bag too.
She has Modern Chic.
I have a Modern and Chic bag. I can't remember which one it is, but it's a bag that converts.
She used my code.
It converts from a shoulder bag to a backpack with like the same strap. It's just the way that it connects in the back.
Too with
I
the
did.
code?
I think I spent like $25 on it.
That's a steal.
And I've had it for over a year. I had to take one of the straps off because my freaking dog chewed it up. No hate on the bag, the quality of the bag there. It definitely wasn't the bag's fault. But I kind of want to get a new one now. Like I want another bag. I have a bag problem. This one has been like my latest obsession, because I can carry all of like 50 million things for me and Benson in it.
No shit.
And then I have like a small bag if I want just a couple things, and I have like my backpack.
I have 4 Modern and Chic bags now, because I've gotten to do 2 markdown Mondays, and I love Modern and Chic. Like I really do. Like
it's really nice quality,
and they're very affordable, and it's a woman-owned company.
It's a woman-owned company.
Woman-owned.
Yes.
like
if you want to support some real like boss mom women, like
she's mom of 4 kids.
That's insane.
Because when you get the intro, like the first back like PR thing I got from them, from like when they first sent me to do the collab, it was like I got a keychain, which is those bracelets, silicone keychains, which I love because I lose my keys a lot, and having like it being able on my wrist is great. Because Daisy was with me when I took those pictures.
Yeah.
She took my first Shaper Mint collab and my second thing for Modern Chic. But no, honestly, like I love them, and now that I'm up in my game, now I'm trying to focus on what I could use, what I want. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to just do collabs just to do collabs. Like some of the collabs that I did I mean, they were healthy stuff that I thought Bentley might like Ryan Snacks. Right. I did those, and the pictures of me and Zach turned out. Those are one of my favorites.
So
super cute. But like this year, like I got a message about that heated blanket, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll take a heated blanket. Yes. Like that, you know, like a lot of my home furnishing, like my happy place, I have 4 of the signs now. I have that big canvas from Family Gifts. Like so now I look at it like stuff I can use. Like here's an example, like other than the vibrator, I got asked for a pop-up card, but they couldn't get the Valentine's Day one and thing, and she's like, why don't you just use it for like table decor? We have flowers. I'm like, it just doesn't fit my vibe. I'm sorry, like I'm not gonna do something and push it if it's not something I believe in. Oh, you're so sweet.
You want to present something that like you like.
Yeah.
You don't want to present stuff to your audience that like you hate, because what companies are doing when they do that is they are just getting more purchases on their products. Yeah. You know.
The only thing I've ever done in the beginning and I refuse to do anymore is when they like PayPal you money to buy
I've done that a couple times.
I've only done it once or twice.
A couple of good things doing that though. I got some like doormats for like outside that catch like
did you like that?
Dog hair and dirt. Yeah, I love them. So I have like my kitchen doors, the door where I let my dogs in all the time, and the pack came with 2 mats, and so I put one outside and one inside, and it seriously has cut down so much on the amount of dirt they track in.
Oh shit!
And then I got a little pillow for.
You gotta be very careful about those, and if they tell you to buy it first, they send you, tell them no.
No, they need to send you the money first.
And you tell them you will not buy it until it's in your account, because it takes a little bit for it to get from PayPal to your account.
And there's some people do have a way to like scam you where it'll look like they sent you money when they didn't. Yeah. So definitely be careful with stuff like that. Never give out like personal banking information to anybody. Like don't do anything like that. Bentley. find stuff that you like doing, what's something about your life that you really are passionate about, because then that's going to be easier for you to create content about it.
Yeah.
And share about it in a way that's like heartfelt and real. Yeah. You want to sound very, you don't want to sound fake.
No, I mean, even though we plan out posts, I don't want people to think, oh, we're like posting it, because I don't post the same day as I do stuff. But I like planning my content and like having it in my drafts and ready to go.
Stressful.
Yeah, because taking pictures, downloading to your phone, editing and all that, like it could take a while. And I take like 200 pics per like thing a lot of times, unless it's like homed or like I just click until I get it. Especially with Bentley, it's a lot harder.
Just toddlers move like a lot. Like half your pictures are gonna be.
Yeah, no, for real. Let's see, what else is on here? What made us interested in being a mom influencer? I feel like we answered that.
We did that one. So I think our next one is, what are our goals on our social media platforms? Like, what are we trying to present?
I want to get some more paid collabs for what I do. I feel like that is my goal, is just to be able to make a little bit of side money that we can have, like still spending money if I want to get more home decor stuff, and I can get more home decor.
I definitely have that same goal for sure.
I really want to up my Instagram game. Like up it, like I feel like I've been doing it, like I feel like I'm upping it now, like with content quality wise, and like staying consistent with posting like 2 times a week. Like I have some really cool pictures, like things I want to do. Like when we do our road trip and stuff, like I want to take like cool little.
Oh,
like,
you guys are gonna get such cute pictures on that trip.
Especially my grandparents' like ponds. Yeah. Like I want to take pictures of Bentley like feeding the ducks and the fish and stuff. Like I just want to up my game. Like I want my quality to look like Daisy gave me the best compliment today, and I want all my pictures to be like that now.
Yeah, no, that last picture that you posted of her modern and chic bag is what I was like. This literally looks like something out of like a magazine on a really professional like website. Like, it looks so good. I saw it and it like blew my mind. I was like, this looks
especially
amazing.
the close-up one was my fave.
It turned out so good.
But I want more pictures like that, so I want to be featured more.
Yeah.
Like just to be used to advertising. Like just that's the greatest honor. Most of the time they'll tag you, be like picture by blah blah blah, and like I think that's a really great honor. I don't really care about like. I would love to hit 5K, like just to say I hit it.
Mom wants me to open these, bud.
Yeah, no.
It's not.
Whatever, if he's not gonna cry.
Okay.
I would love to hit 5K, and like it'd be great, and that is my goal for 2022. And my goal would be like 5 to 10 brand collabs, which I'm almost there anyway, or 5 to 15 or something like that. Just like I didn't want to get myself too unrealistic because I didn't want to take anything to take anything. Those are just like some of my 22 Instagram goals for myself. Just like I want to grow my page to 5K, which is so hard, and without doing like follow loops. And then I want to just do some more brand collabs and like be more consistent about posting.
Okay, yeah. I think that's definitely like, I definitely have the same, like I want to get some more, I want to actually get some like good brand collabs. I would love to start getting some paid opportunities, but obviously I need to get my follower count up.
I just got my, I'm like, I just got my first
I definitely want to do that. And I really just want to kind of get myself out there more and really nail down my niche. Like, I think something that I really want to present to people is that, you know, you can be a mom and you can still do things for you. Yeah. And you can still be a good mom and still do things for you, you know? And I just kind of want to, because I have a lot of crap going on and I feel like a crazy person sometimes. But I just kind of want to show how to sometimes find that balance. Yeah. And I don't have it all down just yet. No. But as I figure stuff out, you know, I really want to share it with people. And if there's anybody else out there who has a passion project that they want to start, or a business that they want to start, or a hobby, you know, I just want to show like, you can do it, and you can still be a good mom and do it, you know. So I think that's one of my things that I definitely want to.
And that's a really great goal, though. Like, you know, being authentically you. Because that's. So here's my thing. What is your take on people who think you're vain?
It's not watching. That was a really big eye roll. I just think it's dumb. You know, like
you shouldn't care about what someone else is doing. I feel like
I'm not a vain person at all. Like if you know me, you know I'm not like that. And it actually is something that took me a while to actually really get more like into doing the Instagram stuff is I was really self-conscious about what people would think of me, like as a person if I started doing that.
Because some friends and family don't understand.
No,
they judge you for it.
Yeah.
They think you're.
I had an experience with a friend recently who posted like on her story like, don't you think it's weird how some people actually try to be influencers and like open it up for questions and everything, and I just like, I don't know, found it kind of off-putting.
Well, that's your friend. You want them to be supportive of what you're doing.
So
like it's something you enjoy.
People aren't always going to agree with what you do. You're not always going to like agree with what people do, but the thing is, it's not you doing it, it's them. So if you don't like it, what does it matter?
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, it's their thing. Let them have their thing and don't be a jerk about it.
I think the way that was is very off-putting, and like, yeah, no, you told me your response about it. Yeah, and that, it wasn't cool, because let's be honest, we really know what it's about, but you know, we're not gonna put that in the podcast. But no, like, I feel like stuff like that is very, not everyone gets it, you know, like, it's just, they don't understand it. They see these. They think it's all lies.
They enjoy and they're passionate about.
Just because you don't like them doesn't mean you need to judge.
Don't put them down about it.
Yeah.
Like if this is somebody's way of like finding some confidence in themselves.
What if it's someone's way to actually make some money? Like, because there's a lot of people who like TikTokers. They make great money doing this, and you know if that helps get them their car and it becomes paid off, or like YouTubers. Like there's this one college YouTuber I watch. Her name's Norris. Love her. She bought like from doing YouTube for like a year and a half. Like she's a college lifestyle blogger, and she ended up being able to purchase her own 2019 Toyota Rav like a couple years, like a year ago. Like paid in full, paid in cash. Like she had it done way. And like that, like stuff like that's great. Or another one I just watched. She just been able to afford to buy a brand new Ford Bronco.
That is awesome.
Like like you know, they get to travel and do it. I'm like, see, that is like, to me, I'm like, that's women empowering women. Like I am so happy to see people like that. Or like when anyone in our group gets collabs and stuff like that. Like we've met a lot. Like I love meeting other mom bloggers that are like me.
Well, and so many companies pay for advertising, so why not like pay like an individual person who's, you know, trying to work and make it work to do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a little sip.
I think
put that back.
I think it's a fun thing to do, and if you don't like it, don't do it. That's fine.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
Maybe not other people that do it. Like at the end of the day, I think my biggest thing is like, don't be a dick.
Yeah. No. I think what I want to, before we'll finish it up, I want to go in because I did have someone ask me about being an influencer and how to get started. So I think we just need to touch back up on that again.
Yeah.
If you really have any questions, please don't hesitate to message us on our personal Instagrams. I don't have access to the Just Between Us Mamas podcast because I have too many accounts.
Yes. But I will always pass on messages to her. So if like you're specifically addressing Amber, just let me know. Because like I'll be the one reading the messages and I'll just like screenshot it and send it to her. And she'll send me a reply to forward on.
But definitely when you message brands, I think this is really important. Do I have my phone on me? Because I can, yes. So here's an example, and this is exactly what I sent, and I got this from another mom. We got it from Taylor. She's really good at getting collabs, and her collabs are great. Like she had Panera. That was so cool.
Oh my gosh, I saw that. I was like, you got Panera bread?
I love that.
I didn't even know that was an option.
She's so good. In case you want to follow her, her name's Taylor Moss. She is like I went to high school with her, so she's the same age as me, and her collabs in her home just. Chef's kiss.
It's gorgeous.
It's chef's kiss. She's a really good someone like who started and got into the collab thing, and she's doing really good. Like she's the one that I got this from, and I just say, hi there, I came across your page and love your brand. I would love to collaborate if you're accepting collaborations, and if that's something you're interested in. If you're interested in collaborating, feel free to DM me or email me, and then I put my email. I hope to hear back from you soon. Thank you for your time. Best regards, Amber Ryan. Short, sweet, to the point. You say you love their brand. You can even just say, hey, I would love to collab. Yeah, I did that when I first started out. To talk about Media Kit real quick. So Media Kit is pretty much what like a brand, if they're thinking about collabing, they want to see what your reach is and stuff like that, and it's you putting it. I just made this recently, so you can see it.
Oh, that looks great. Yeah, so you've got a couple of example pictures.
Yep.
You've got right up here, you've got your name and what your vlog's about.
And then I have like my email, my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Facebook, because I also, so a lot of times if you do Grid Live, which is what a lot of brands use to connect with their influencers, Tubby Todd uses it, and so does Modern and Chic, and Shaper Mint does too. For like when you're coaching, you have your stuff in there. But you'll have to make a Facebook page, and so I had it and I changed it over, so I use my Facebook too, so all my posts will share from my Instagram to my Facebook, and I need to turn it off. But I have a separate Facebook page for people who want to follow that stuff on my Facebook.
Okay.
They can see it, and it's connected to my Grin Live. And then you put an about you. And I put for me, this is to kind of give you guys some ideas, not to make it all about me. So you probably should do this too.
I need to make one. I don't have one of these yet.
Amber is a mommy lifestyle blogger focusing on documenting and capturing her motherhood journey with a little bit of home and fashion sprinkled in throughout her days. She loves to create content as a hobby photographer. It's something she gives 100% to, whether for herself or collaboration. She is relatable as a young mom and military wife. She is easygoing with a hard work ethic and a creative heart.
So we're gonna put yourself about the third person in this portion.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then partnerships. I have all my partners.